Today's show is pre-recorded.
Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like the Dapper Dawn, giving them all dressed like $1,000,000, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Oh yeah, and listening to me. Put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Steve Harvey, why don't you join? Yeah. Steve Harvey, get on, y'all. Better give me some eggs. Why not listen to Steve Harvey? Yeah, join me. Come with me, help me say. I'm not afraid to go home. You gotta turn it on. Yeah, turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. You gotta turn your radio on. Turn them out. Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Steve Harvey turn them on to the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You're listening to The Voice now. Come on, dig me. One and only Steve Harvey. Got a radio show. One more time, partner. Steve Harvey got a radio show. Man, how amazing is that? How good has God been to me? How good has he been to you? Just check yourself sometimes. Just sit up and just run a survey. Just look at your life where it's at. It might not be where you want it to be, but that's probably some decisions you made. But really, though, in spite of all the crazy mistakes I done made, I mean, man, I look back at some of the decisions I done came up with, and man, it's just amazing he let me live. I mean, and to exist the way I exist, it does nothing but grace, mercy, favor, all that is. That's what my mama praying for me when I wasn't praying for myself. That had to be it, because man, I can truly tell you, I have made enough mistakes, man, stuff you would never even know about, and recovered from them all. You can too. And I don't care what you've done. Marvin Sapp has a song out that says, he saw the best in me when everyone else around me could only see the worst in me. You know, that's an important song, man. Especially, you know, I want to talk to men today because, man, being a man is so difficult. Please know, it has been my quest ever since I was a little boy. My father had one ambition. Son, I don't care what you do, but when I get through raising you, you will be a man. That's all I want you to be. He never cared what I did for a living. It never made a difference to him. You're going to be a man. Manhood is difficult. Now, ladies that's listening to this, I'm not saying womanhood ain't. I don't know what it takes to be a woman. So, you know, but I do know exactly what it takes to be a man. So, you know, sometimes when you talk to people on the radio, you have to preface things because people will just go, he trying to make it look like womanhood ain't. No, that's not what I'm doing. I'm just talking to men today to explain to them that they ain't by themselves and struggling trying to figure this thing out, that you are not alone in your quest for manhood, that is difficult. But I gotta tell you, man, manhood is that kind of difficult, and it becomes even more compounded if a young boy does not have a male role model. I've said it 1,000 times. I'll say it again. A young boy without a male role model is like an explorer without a map. Well, I have a suggestion for everybody that's struggling with manhood and all of the men out there that are men. This message is for all of us, and it's for me too. You know, I was listening to Joyce Myers the other day, and she made a statement. She said, sometimes you got to do the right thing even when it feels wrong. You know, one of the difficulties of manhood is peer pressure and the misguided principles of manhood. See, what God wants us to be as men and what we believe manhood is sometimes two different things. I'll give you an example. I wrote this book for women, right? And I was telling them the 3 ways that a man shows his love. And I call them 3 P's. We profess, we protect, and we provide. Every man who is a man, that's how he exhibits love. We're not talky, comforting. We're not great nurturers. But when it comes down to it, what we all want to do, what is in our DNA, is to profess our love for something, you as a woman, to protect you as a woman, and to provide for you as a woman. That's in our DNA. Now, sometimes that gets messed up. And I'll give you an example. Sometimes when a boy doesn't have the proper role model in his life, he takes that principle of love that we all possess in us, every man, the professing part, the protecting, and the providing part, and we misplay it. That's why gangs exist. Gangs exist off those 3 principles. What's the first thing a gang member do? He profess. He claim a hood. That's the first thing he do. This is my neighborhood. I'm Deuce Trey. I'm Triple H. I'm Doop-de-Doop. I'm purple. I'm red. I'm blue. The first thing they do is claim. That's professing. That's how we show our love. But it's misguided, though. Now we professing something that ain't even good for us. Your hood, your gang, your clique. Now, guess what? Now we got to protect it. So now, as a protection part of our love, here we go. You come down here. We gonna do this to you. You go over there. They gonna do that to you. You protect your hood. This your turf. This all you got. You ain't nobody coming down here with blue on. Can't nobody come over here with red on. You can't come over here with purple on. You can't come over here with black and gold on. And we protect that because that's in our DNA. And then what's the third thing? We provide. So guess what the gang need? Money. Guess what we do? We selling drugs. We selling women. We selling guns. It go back to the same thing, man. I don't know how God gave it to me that way when I was writing the book, but he showed it to me along the way. That's how men love. Well, when you don't have a role model in your life, guess what? Now that love is misplaced, it's misguided, it's off track. Ain't no man told you that really you're supposed to take this love and give it to a woman. You really supposed to profess, protect, and provide for a woman, not your gang set. Now you professing your hood, repping a color, you protecting your territory, shooting people, driving by, coming over you on your street, and then you provide. Now you out here selling drugs and guns for the same thing. When a boy does not have a male role model, he has a misguided way of looking at manhood. Here's the deal. See, God created all of us in his image. That means he's put some of our DNA in him. That's why it's in your DNA to profess, protect, and provide. Because guess what? That's what God do for us. Because we his children. I'm just talking to men right now. I'm just telling you, man, I had to wake up about 5 years ago. I wasn't doing what God wanted me to do. And then he shook me. He said, man, I'm going to bring about some changes in your life. I'm going to cause some things to happen that's going to put you in a position, and this time you're going to listen to me. Because if you don't, you're going to keep living in this pain you've been in. But you put yourself in this pain. I owe no blame to no one else but myself. Please know I know that. And that's how you really get to manhood, when you figure out what you done wrong. You can't blame this on none of your exes because you a man. You can't go, my ex did this. No. You a man, partner. You got to take responsibility for yours and yours alone. If you got kids, you got to get to them some kind of way. Write them a letter, send them the money. If she won't let you see it for the money, whatever, send the money to her mama. Do what you're supposed to do as a man. Do what God wants you to do, man, because he not letting us off the hook for what we supposed to be just because you ain't doing it. And if you do it, you turn your life around. Just hollering at the fellas today, that's all. Sorry about that.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome again to the ride, the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Today, how can I put this to you? I just think, man, no, I can't. I'm out of ways to do it. I'm just out of ways to do it. I can't find a new way to tell you to be grateful. There are no new ways to tell you how good God is. If you don't know this by now, you're not paying attention. If you're a regular listener, you're already on board with it. That's why you tune in for it. So congratulations for realizing that God is the greatest of all time. There's none greater. There's no superlative or adjective that can properly give him the due, the credit, and the description of what he does. I am simply in awe of how he manages somehow to do it over and over and over again. And I know that this is incredible because I don't know anybody else who could do what he does. Period. That's God. All right? Shirley Strawberry, Mississippi Monica, Junior, and the legend that is Nephew Tommy. Junior, what's going on, man?
It was going good.
I can always tell. Y'all don't know how I can tell, but I can always tell.
Yeah, it was going good, huh? It was going good. God didn't let this woman put more pressure on me because now we have to get a dog. And this is something I'm not looking forward to because the type of dog I don't want.
Y'all gonna lose that dog without no fence. You know that.
That's part of it, Tom. We ain't got no fence. Why we need the dog?
I'm just telling you.
But the dog she want is a Chihuahua.
You don't need no patio furniture either. There's a whole lot of stuff.
So let's just get the necessary stuff. Then we can worry about a dog. But she want a Chihuahua. I'm going to be responsible for the dog because you go to work, I work from home. So when you leave, I got the dog. I don't want no dog that ain't tough. Me and the dog can't have the same voice. That's one thing. That's, first of all, that's out.
Yeah.
Because you don't know if I'm
barking
talking.
And you hollering. The criminal in there laughing.
What does that sound like, Steve?
Ow, 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 ow. Hey, man. Hey, why you in here? Ow, 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 ow. Get out. I'll call the police. Ow, 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 ow.
That's what that sounds like. Well, Junior, if you get the dog without the fence, just put him in the backyard. He gonna be gone.
I didn't think about that. I didn't know dogs cost. The dog costs $1,500 up. 15.
No,
That's cheap.
That's cheap.
Mm-hmm.
Dog, go down to the shelter.
Oh, yeah.
So get one
Go
from the
down to the
commercial.
shelter. They giving away dogs they finna put to sleep. Save
don't
one of
need
them
no-
dogs' lives, dog. Do something good.
You don't need no
Get
sick
one of them
dog.
dogs that's on death row down there. You looking at the cage, you looking all sad. He be glad to go home with you. Cause he done seen dogs come up missing down there on death row down at that
Okay.
Dogs are smart. They know when don't nobody want them. That's why when you come in there, they all jump up to the front of the cage. Pick me.
Coming up at 32 minutes
Pick me,
after.
please.
We'll hear from the nephew as he
Pick me,
runs
don't
that
let him
prank
do it,
back
don't let him do it.
right after
They took
this.
Johnny last week. Don't pick me.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, we are kicking off our second day of our St. Jude takeover on the Steve Harvey Morning Show. What does that mean? Well, so many people don't even know about St. Jude and what they do. And back since 1962, St. Jude has treated childhood cancer. St. Jude is focused on finding a cure and saving lives. We ask that you join us in being a St. Jude partner in giving. We want you to give a gift of just $19 a month. You can donate now on your phone by texting SHMS to 785-833. That's SHMS 785-833. Okay? Thank you for your donations, and we're going to switch gears right now. And it's time for the Neff to run that prank back. Neff, what you got?
Yay, here we go, Shirley. Guess who's moving next door? Let's go, Kato.
Hello, I'm trying to reach Mr. Is it Dolphin? Dolan. Mr. Dolan?
Yes, sir.
How you doing? My name is Clifford.
Yeah, what can I do for you, Mr.?
You live at Cheshire Drive?
Why do you want to know that?
Well, actually, I'm at 1623. I actually bought the house that was for sale next door to you.
Oh, okay. Well, congratulations. But how did you get my number?
Well, actually, the realtor told me that he had your number because I said I wanted to reach out to the neighbors next door, and he told me that Mr. Dolan was actually the person next door, and he didn't think you would mind me actually getting the number.
Okay. Well, I'll talk with the realtor later. But what can I do for you, sir?
Well, what I wanted to know is, do you have any problems like living next door to black people?
I'm sorry. What did you just ask me?
I mean, like I said, I just bought the place next door, and I wanted to know, do you have any problems, living next door to black people?
No, sir. I have no problem. I'm assuming you're a black man, and I have no problem with that. I judge people by their actions, not their color.
Okay. Now, do you have any black people experience?
Well, yeah, I've worked with, gone to school with, have several friends of many different ethnicities. But what is it? What's this? How is this relative?
Well, like I say, I'm gonna be living next to you, and I'm just making sure that you and I can coincide or coexist rather on the same block and not really have a problem with one another. Basically, is what I'm trying to say.
Well, do you have a problem with white people?
No, I don't have a problem with white people. I'm cool. I'm just trying to make sure, because me and you already have a bit of a problem already,
Oh, we do.
Yeah, we have a problem. I'm
bothering me while I'm at work. What's your problem?
Okay, well, my problem is that, after purchasing the property, I went downtown to the city and actually looked at, the layout of this entire property. And when I look at it, you actually 25, close to 30 feet over the property line.
Oh, no, you're looking at the wrong map.
No. The fence that separates my backyard from your backyard, you are 30 feet over that.
That's impossible. No.
Listen, and I know this. Now, let me. I'm gonna tell you how I look at. You got a jacuzzi in your backyard, right?
Oh, so you've been spying on me?
No, I haven't been spying on you, sir. I'm just telling you, close to that, not far from that fence line. Don't you have a jacuzzi there?
Well, as a matter of fact, I do. Yes.
Okay. Now the pool is okay, but if I push that fence line back 30 and actually get the property that I'm supposed to have, I pretty much own your jacuzzi, your hot tub.
I see. Okay. Let me tell you something. I've been in that house for 10 years. We put that fence up when we moved in, and it was based on the property line that was set 10 years ago. I don't know what you're looking at, but my fence is not moving. My jacuzzi's not moving, and there's no changing that.
Okay. Well, let me. I'm glad you voiced what you wanted to voice. Now you hear old Clifford out. Let me tell you something. Either we gonna take the fence line and move it where it's supposed to be, or we gonna put a gate between our 2 yards, and I'm gonna be able to come and get in this jacuzzi and pool whenever I want to.
All right, let's talk about this. First of all, there's not going to be any gate, okay? And as far as you just coming over and getting in the jacuzzi at will, I got a real problem with that. You've called me at work. I'm on the job, and I'm having to listen to this on a future neighbor who's making weird claims about how he owns part of my land. That.
I own the jacuzzi, sir.
No, you did not pay for that jacuzzi. You did not pay for that fence. You just showed up making you called me at work and then you hand me some story with no evidence. I'll go down to City Hall and look at those papers myself because I don't trust a word you're saying. I've been there for 10 years. I've had 10 other neighbors in that backyard. Y'all cycle through once a year, I swear, and I've never had any problems with them until you come along. This is some
Okay, well, I tell you what. Here's something you need to understand. You got a new black neighbor, and you got a new black neighbor that owns your jacuzzi because you're over the fence line, all right? And as soon as I move in, I'm coming and I'm getting in my jacuzzi.
You will, man. You know what I mean? This No, move into that.
I'm going to use the jacuzzi on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You get it on Tuesday, Thursday, and the weekend. That's it. Because part of this damn jacuzzi belongs to me. The jacuzzi is owned by a black man and a white man, and we're going to get along. Bottom line.
Look here, listen here, you. Who are you to dictate what days I get to use my jacuzzi?
Because it's not just
coming over to my jacuzzi.
It's not just your
you
jacuzzi. It's our jacuzzi because you built it. That's the only thing that makes it yours. It being on my part of the property helps make it mine. So therefore, we're going to share this damn jacuzzi, and we're going to try to get
in my jacuzzi. I'm tossing your across the fence.
I will be there Mondays, Wednesdays, and
you ain't gonna be. I will be standing at my jacuzzi with a shotgun. You take one step over to my property line. I swear, if I could jump through this phone, I'd wring your neck.
You know who's gonna be in there with me?
Who the gonna be in there?
I'm gonna have Cunningham in the damn jacuzzi. Who? Cunningham.
My coworker?
What the? Hey man, this is Nephew Tommy, man. Your boy Cunningham got me to prank phone call you.
Payback's a.
We got you, man. We got you.
You got me good.
Hey, I got one more thing to ask you, man. What is the baddest, and I mean the baddest, radio show in the land?
The Steve Harvey Radio Show.
Stupid enough for you? I'll be back in an hour. Same stupid.
Coming up next, ask the CLO Chief Love Officer Steve Harvey.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour in entertainment news, House of the Dragon returns this Sunday on Max. Nick Cannon has his baby makers insured for $10 million. We'll tell you about that. He's looking forward, he says, to spending Father's Day with his kids, all 12 of them. That's all coming up at the top of the hour. But right now, it is time to ask the CLO, our Chief Love Officer, Steve Harvey. All right, Steve, this is from Doug and Laurel. Doug writes, my ex-wife and I co-parent our 16-year-old son. I pay his tuition and I deposit money in his account. He has a credit card that I pay monthly and I pay his car note. My ex wants me to give her money to feed our son. Should I feel bad for saying no?
Well, this is real simple for me to answer because my father, I don't know what you talking about, all this you do. He's 16. How he got a car note at 16 and you paying it? How he get a credit card at 16 and you paying it? Because I can tell you right now, in the words of my father, you can make a decision. You can either eat that car payment or you can eat that credit card payment. Or which one you want to eat? Because ain't no more. My father, first of all, I didn't even get a car at 16, let alone a car note. And I damn sure didn't get a credit card.
Wow.
So
and
I don't
it into your account.
Hey man, my father has never in the 43 years he was in my life, my father has never deposited a quarter into a bank account that I had. I promise you he had.
Yeah, that's what this 16-year-old kid is getting.
That to me, man, it's like alarming. Now, I know they co-parenting, so you want to show you care and all like that. But y'all doing it's a lot. This is a very privileged young 16-year-old.
I hope he realizes.
He want to eat. Why don't he get a job so he can eat? And anybody thought of this?
Wow, that's a good one.
Dog,
I got a
there's
job
no way in hell.
13.
No, at my house. No, no. Come on. All right, next one, Shirley.
All right. You're done with that one. Cherish in Orlando says, my boyfriend's dad whispered to me that he could see through my dress. I blushed and asked him what's up. He said he wants to buy me a new dress. He flashed some cash, so I flashed him some,
Wow.
But, he wants to see more. How can he do this to his son? Should I see what's up with his dad or not?
You flashed
Wait a minute. How can he do this to his son? I don't know. How could you do this to your
boyfriend?
to your man? You flashed him. You giggle. Both of y'all out of line.
Yeah.
Flash for cash.
But obviously, you and the boyfriend can't be that serious. You can't. Matter of fact, you can't be serious at all. Now, I know of a young man who took his girlfriend to meet his father.
Okay.
I do know that. And I do know that the man ended up marrying his son's girlfriend.
Oh, wow.
So I've seen this in my life before.
So
I have.
This is not new to you.
Yes, you have.
Well, it's
So
not
do
new to
the
me.
dad
I've seen it before.
So do the dad and son still get along?
Yeah. That's first time over,
Wow.
Probably was the last two. But, she did the numbers, after she met Daddy, she did the numbers. The arithmetic was 1 and 1 was 2.
Turns out. All right. Moving on to Brielle in San Antonio. Brielle says, for Father's Day, I organized a brunch for my stepfather and my step-siblings. This man raised me and is a big part of my life. My biological father wants to come too. I don't want to slight either one of them. And what do I do in this situation?
Okay, she organized a brunch for her father-in-law?
Her stepdad and her step brothers and sisters. But her biological dad wants to come. Now, the stepdad is the one who raised her. And is a big part of her life.
No, Dad. You can't come to this dinner.
Yeah.
No, this dinner is for the dude that put the time in. You can get another day. I'm going to buy you a card. I'll come over there after dinner. But no, I'm going to give him his due. You can't come sit in. I'm the real father and all that, man.
Yeah,
man, go on somewhere with that old Disney dad mess. This man that put in all the work and all the effort being there.
He raised
you. And then here you come. It's Father's Day. I'm coming to the dinner. No, you ain't.
No.
You ain't coming no damn where.
Yeah. But she has some sort of guilt because she doesn't want to slight either one of them. But in this situation.
Well, I mean, your father need to be feeling guilty.
Yes.
Not you.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
You ain't slighting nobody. One of them raised you, the other one didn't. The slight was on the one who made you, who didn't do his job.
That's right.
Y'all kill me with that, man.
You know he's going to be at the brunch, CLO flexing, real dad. I mean, biological dad. You know it. All right.
Man,
last
get
one.
Up out of here.
Yeah, last one. This is from Javia in Southampton. Javia says, when I was in college, I had a one-night stand with a white guy. That was 8 years ago. I told my husband about it, and he cannot let it go. He keeps saying he's disgusted that I would even do a white guy. So much for being honest with him. Why is he so upset? How do I get him to forget it ever happened?
Why did you tell him that?
I don't know.
What the hell? How many times I got to tell y'all, shut your damn mouth? I told y'all about that honest. I have told y'all about honesty. I have told you over and over and over. Honesty is an ignorant ass policy.
It's not the best policy.
It's a what kind of policy, huh?
Honesty is an ignorant ass policy. You can't just be honest with people. How do I look today? You look like the same fat ass you looked yesterday. You can't say that.
No. No, you can't.
Do you like my hair? Oh, wow, baby, that's nice. You can't go, I ain't ever liked your hair.
Coming up, thank you, CLO. Coming up at the top of the hour, we'll have some entertainment news for you right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, so the global phenomenon House of the Dragon is back. Yes, it is. We're all fans of Game of Thrones, but House of the Dragon, of course, is set 200 years before the events that happened in Game of Thrones.
When did they have film back then?
It's the movies. They can do it all, Steve. This happened before Game of Thrones took place. It tells the story of the House of Targaryen. And this season has more betrayal, more shocking twists, and, of course, more dragons. And that's what we love.
Is the House of Targaryen the little dude?
No. This is the
what's
queen
his
came
name?
from him.
Daenerys.
Yeah.
Daenerys Targaryen.
The little dude.
This is her bloodline. Lannister. He a Lannister.
Yeah.
Yeah, the little dude is a
I think
Lannister.
his name right now. Yeah. But anyway, the House of Targaryen is feuding over who should be the successor to the Iron Throne. Westeros is on the brink of civil war between Team Green and Team Black. There are two sides to every story, and when both sides have dragons, the choice is to bend the knee or to burn. Okay, those are your choices. Either you bow down or you burn. Okay? House of the Dragon returns for season 2.
That's
who
good.
got
Love those dragons.
That's the question.
That's the biggest flame. I'm on their side.
Yes. House of the Dragon returns for season 2 this Sunday, June 16th on Max. I'm all in, and I have been waiting for season 2. Definitely.
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Have they finished the season? Like, can I binge watch all of them?
Oh yeah. Yeah, you can do it. You can do it on Max, huh?
Oh, they already
Then watch
done.
season 1 for sure.
No. Season. You talking about season 1 or season 2?
1.
I already seen season 1.
Oh. Well, then you gotta
I watch all that. I just don't remember like y'all. I don't know who the Lannisters is and Tiger Neil.
Tiger Neil.
I don't know none of them.
Did you say Tiger Neil?
And then sometimes I be watching and get confused till I be going, where's Spiegel at? Yeah, I be saying stuff like that.
All right. We're moving on to entertainment
And
news.
like if a Hobbit run across the screen, it wouldn't like throw me off or nothing. Hey, Fredo. You know.
Tyrion Lannister was your
Tyrion.
That was the little guy.
Started with a
Tyrion.
T.
Oh, that little dude,
Yes.
he gangster to me. He gangster to me. He got
He
a little
really
pimp
is.
walk, everything.
All right, so last week, Nick Cannon, the father of 12 children, purchased a $10 million insurance policy for his testicles. This is real.
What?
In 2022 alone, Nick fathered 5 of his children with 5 different women. The LA Times reported that after Nick insured his testicles, he stated that he now, quote, has the most valuable balls. So it was time to give them the credit they deserve. And Nick Cannon is back in the news this week as he told People that he is looking forward to spending Father's Day this Sunday with all of his children. Nick said, it's supposed to be the day where I get to rest, but I want to give all my kids the opportunity to connect and give me gifts and all that type of stuff. Nick says he expects to get some macaroni necklaces and some construction paper cards from the little ones. So, Steve, the question to you is, you have 7 children, 8 grandchildren. You have any advice for Nick for this Father's Day coming up?
Well, I'm going to just say this. If I get a macaroni necklace or a construction paper card, I'm going to kill all of my kids.
No!
So I'm just going to go and put that out there right now.
Really? From the
I
little
slap
ones?
flavor out your mouth. Well, you know, Nick, I don't know nothing about Nick's kids. I really stay away from that. I don't really, Nick,
Father's Day.
hang in there. You can get your testicles insured and all that. Ain't nobody gonna buy them. I can tell you that right now. No.
Mine ain't worth 10 million.
Nobody
Mine ain't worth 10 million.
Yeah.
What insurance company gave you $10 million for them?
10 million. 5 million apiece.
You can only get them insured, so something would have to happen to them. Mm-hmm. And they already know that ain't gonna happen because anything happen to them, you're gonna be dead anyway. You ever been hitting yours real hard?
Yes.
Did you think you was gonna live?
Oh yeah. Yeah, you're right.
I've had 4 near-death experiences, and every time I thought I was gonna die, I got hit right there.
Wow.
The whole room get bright.
Happy Father's Day.
The first time it happened, you riding your bike and your foot slip off the pedal. That's the first time it happened.
All right. We get it.
I wanted a girl bike after that. I told my dad, I don't want that bike.
Because you don't want that straight across the ball. That's what you want.
I want to get to this because this is for Tommy, I'm sure. It's officially World Naked Bike Ride season. These naked bike rides take place every year internationally. The Naked Bike Ride event was created as a worldwide protest against our dependency on oil. Each year, the rides gain more momentum as people strip down and ride through U.S. cities and bear it all for a good cause. If you're interested in this sort of thing, here are the top 5 U.S. cities for naked biking. Coming in at number 5, any guesses?
New York.
L.A. Number 4 is Seattle.
It's got to be some white places, Tommy.
Oh, and Tommy, this is for you. Can do this. Number 3 is Philadelphia. Aren't you about to tape Ready to Love?
When they riding in Philly? What date we ride? I'm about to shoot Ready to Love in Philly. What date is this? We ready to ride and love.
It's the season.
There's no way I could be naked on the bike seat. I have got to have some drawers on.
Chicago is number 2.
Huh? What?
Yep.
Straight up Michigan.
And the number 1 city for naked bike riding is Portland. Portland's motto for their annual naked bike ride is as bare as you dare. So we know Tommy would do it.
I'll do L.A. I'll do Philly.
Yes, for sure.
I'll do Oregon. I ain't riding through Chicago naked. That ain't gonna happen.
I'm going to pack some gauze in me if I'm going to get on this bike seat that long.
Coming up in 20 minutes after the hour, Steve Harvey has a special message for the Steve Harvey Nation. You don't want to miss it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
We've been telling you all week about St. Jude, and St. Jude is in the business of finding cures and saving children. When St. Jude opened back in 1962, childhood cancer was considered largely incurable. Since then, St. Jude has helped push the overall survival rate from 20% to more than 80%. And St. Jude won't stop until no child dies from cancer. So, Steve, you have a message for Steve Harvey Nation. I mean, we need to help.
Really let's get on board and let's help this cause, man. I really hadn't thought about it much before this year, before this campaign showed up, and I really started understanding the effectiveness of St. Jude's Hospital. I just felt like bad that I hadn't thought about it since then because, you know, we're talking about saving children's lives. Children, you think when they get cancer, I mean, man, how unfair is that? You know, they ain't been smoking, they ain't been drinking, you know, they ain't did nothing to cause it. They just got it. And it's a horrible thing for the parents, man, to sit there and watch these children go through this. So after I really understood what they did, I became a monthly donor myself. But just since yesterday, I'm just telling you the truth. Just since yesterday, I'm just being honest with you. And I want everybody in the Steve Harvey Nation, you know, to just make a donation to this hospital. They help people with sick children, and they charge them nothing. All you got to do is go to text. Now, when you go to text, on the top line, like if you finna text somebody for the first time, go to the line that say to, T-O, to. You got me? All I want you to do is type in 785-833. And then go down there where you text the message at, and all I want you to put in is SHMS. That's the abbreviation for the Steve Harvey Morning Show. SHMS. That they will, and then just press send. They will send you a link. You can make a monthly donation or you can make a one-time donation. You can make it for $19 a month. They got a block for $25 and they got a block for $50. Or up under there, you can type in whatever you got. If you are not fortunate enough to do one of these numbers, you got $3, send them $3.
That's right.
You're not fortunate enough, you can send $1. You can do $1 a month.
Whatever
most people listening to this show can afford $1 a month or $5 a month, whatever you can see yourself in your heart to do. But let's go, man, and let's let St. Jude's know that Steve Harvey Morning Show listeners are a bunch of great, caring people. So just text on the to line. Text to 785.
Not two. T-O.
You're going to text it to 7. Why is she talking?
Come on.
See, they don't ask your bougie ass to do nothing. They want somebody like me. On the to line. On the to line. I want you to type in 785-833. That's 785-833. That's 785-833. And then in the block where you text, the abbreviation for the Steve Harvey Morning Show, SHMS. SHMS. Press send. They're going to send you a link. And then read it and make a donation. Man, it's just that simple. And you can save a child's life. You make a donation, they'll send you a T-shirt to say, this shirt saved lives.
That's right. Thank you for your donations. Now, switching gears here, coming up next at 34 minutes after, it's Rosco Wallace in the building right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, as promised, he is here. You hear him. Rosco.
Stay here, stay ready, baby. Ain't nothing going on but the rent. What's up, Shirley? We're going to our colleague here today?
No, sir, she is not. She's out today.
I'm here.
Yeah, you are.
Junior.
What's up, Roscoe? My hero, boy.
My man, Tommy, what's going on with you, baby?
Roscoe, you the man, baby. You the man.
I see all the players. I know it. I see all the players in the building. We're going, hey, girl with the forehead. What's up, Mississippi?
We all have foreheads. All right, look. All right, listen, Roscoe.
I'll write a song for you.
You know, June is Black Music Month. So we were thinking we'd like to know what's your favorite.
No. You got that. I am Black Music Month. The hell is June? Don't nobody know June. June be gone in 30 days.
Yeah. So you are Black. Okay.
I'm here forever, baby.
So like, what kind of music do you like? You like 90s R&B?
All I know but R&B, baby. I don't nothing else.
You don't like country?
If it ain't R&B, it ain't blues, it ain't whatever black folk wrote. That's what I do.
Okay. All right.
Don't nobody give a damn about bluegrass, none of that. Bluegrass ain't even got a chart. When the last time you heard anybody say top 100 bluegrass hits? Cause there ain't none.
So your all-time favorite is R&B, period.
Man.
What's your all-time favorite R&B song?
That's the way of the world. I love Holiday, Can't Hide Love. You know, I love Frankie Building Mays After the Morning After. You know, I know I bought it on myself. I won't no blame to no one else. Now I realize I can't get over you. My jam, that boy.
And Ross,
I try to lose my... Go ahead, what's that?
No, I was going to say this Sunday is Father's Day. You have children, right?
Oh, yeah, I got two. I got more kids than Nick Cannon got.
What? How is that possible?
As a matter of fact, Nick Cannon, my boy.
You're Nick Cannon's daddy?
Hell, I'm Nick Cannon daddy. That's how many kids I got. Who you think Nick got it from? I've been turning them out, baby. I've been turning out kids like I've been turning out hits. I ain't got no. You know, all I did, I was on tour one time, so I got a baby. I got a baby in every major city.
Because you were on tour?
Yeah.
Wow. It's a lot of major cities.
I got 92 kids.
92? That's a lot, Roscoe.
I got 92 kids. Don't know what we do without you. Yeah, 92 kids. I got a kid in every city I went on tour on.
So in honor of that, it's Father's Day coming up. So how about a song to dedicate to all the dads out there? How about a little Papa Was a Rolling Stone, Roscoe?
I'll always love my daddy. He's my favorite man. Ooh.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll always love my daddy. He's the one man. Ooh. Somebody don't know they daddy. But I was lucky enough to know mine. You ain't got a daddy. You can stay your ass away from mine. He's my daddy. By myself. I'm Nick Cannon's daddy. I got more kids than Nick. I'm Nick Cannon's daddy.
Sing us out, Roscoe. Happy Father's Day.
I bet Nick never ever topped this.
Prank phone call coming up next.
Happy Father's Day, Nick.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at about 4 minutes after the hour, it's my strawberry letter for today, and the subject is, can you please stop touching me? We'll get into that, find out what that's all about.
That's
pretty obvious, though. It's time now for today's prank phone call, and the nephew is here. What do you have, Neff?
I am here. You didn't fall, and you ain't getting no money. I'm going to say it one more again. You didn't fall, and you ain't getting no money. Nah.
Hey, Tommy, let me ask you something. Is this
Nah.
somebody black you talking to?
Of course.
Okay, because if they fail, they want their money.
Yes.
Okay, but I'm just letting you know, if you didn't fall, and you didn't get no, and you're not getting no money. Now, let's go, cat dog. That's all I got to say to you. Nah. In the words of Canterbury mama. Nah.
Hello?
I'm trying to reach a Glenda Ann, please.
This chick.
How you doing? My name is Brad. I'm actually with the A&C department, accidents and conditions. Wanted to give you a call and see how you're doing this morning.
I'm just fine.
Great. Now, I am the accident and condition coordinator, the last person that it goes to before actually issuing out a check. And just wanted to give you a call and see how everything is going. Have you been to the doctor on your fall? And just wanted to do a follow-up with you and make sure everything is okay.
Yeah, everything is just fine, thank you.
Have you needed to do any rehabilitation work or anything like that? This is just a random procedure of all the notes that I have to write down. And like I said, this is the final step of getting you out a check. Now, the last I heard, you were offered $2,000. Is that correct?
If you work there, you can go ask your supervisor. You would know all that if you work there.
Okay. Well, I'm just looking at the file that I have, ma'am. I don't have everything
Okay,
in front
well,
of me.
if you got that wrote down, that's what they offer.
Okay. Well, listen, here's what we're doing. I've also been brought some other records. Is this the first time you've actually had an incident like this?
What?
Is this the first time you've had an incident of actually falling?
Yeah, that's my first time.
Okay. Well, actually, what we're doing, looking over the records here, I've got some actual incidents that it seems like you've actually fallen several times in other places. And what I'm having to do here, ma'am, is let you know that I am not going to sign off on this at all. So the money that has been offered to you, I am no longer going to be, I'm not going to confirm this check to go out to you. I don't think that there's anything wrong with you. I don't think that you have a problem. I think that there's something that you deliberately did in one of our stores.
I could care less about what you think. What happened was the was on the floor. I fell. They gonna have to pay for the claim either way it go.
No, we're not going to. Actually, ma'am, what I'm going to have to do is get you to come down and sign an agreement.
I'm not coming nowhere.
Yes, I'm going to need you to come down and sign an agreement that you actually made this whole thing up. And I need that in writing with your signature.
I'm not coming nowhere.
Look, ma'am, I don't care if you come down or I have to come down and haul your ass in, because I'm not signing over a check to you for somebody that deliberately laid down in the floor and act like something was wrong with them.
You're a lying, deliberately done a thing.
How exactly did...
It was witnesses. You need to talk to them.
I've spoken to every witness, and you know what, ma'am?
You haven't spoken to every witness because my friend was there. You haven't spoken to her.
There's a lot of people that assume that you're lying.
Well, I don't care what they assume.
Ma'am, let me explain something. We can take this thing further. I even have you on video, actually deliberately laying down in the middle of the floor as if you have actually slipped.
I know you're lying.
No,
now
I'm not.
I know you're lying.
No, I am not, ma'am. And
now
listen,
I know
we're not
you're
going to
lying.
give you $2,000. We're not going to give you $2.
What's your name?
My name is Brad with the A&C department.
Well, you won't be having a job too much for long because you a fool.
No, I'm not a fool. I want to make sure that you understand. I want to make sure that you understand that
I want to make sure you understand
that this is not something that you can do or continue to do. Now, I want to hear it out of your mouth. You tell me, did you lay down on that floor deliberately?
You crazy you think I'm finna sit here and tell you I deliberately laid down in a floor?
Am I crazy? Am I crazy for you to sit here and tell me the truth?
I accidentally fell. That's it. That's all.
No.
That's all
You
I know.
deliberately laid down on that floor, and you're deliberately trying to get $2,000 worth of money that does not belong to you.
Well, you just review the damn tape then, and you'll see what happens.
Would you like for me to get authorities to come over, ma'am, and bring you in? Because what we're...
I don't give a who you get. You get whoever you want to get.
If I need to send authorities down there, ma'am, to
Okay,
bring
well,
you...
you send them over here. I'm not scared of them either.
I don't think...
no authorities.
I'm not...
What they gonna do?
They're going to bring you in, and you're going to sign this form I have that you deliberately laid down on that floor.
You a fool.
The nerve of you black people.
I'm not coming in. I'm not signing nothing. Now, what you talking about, I don't know. I ain't never heard this you talking about.
Now, I want you to bring your little narrow black behind in here so we can get this stuff rectified is what I want done.
Are you crazy or deaf? Or you ain't the sharpest tool in the shed, I tell you that. I am not coming in. I don't know what I would have to come in for.
I want you to sign a form that you deliberately laid down on this floor, and it was all fictitious.
Now, why the would I do something like that and then go to jail?
Why would you lay down in the floor in the first place when you knew nothing was wrong?
I told you I didn't do that.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. It was in front of you. I could look you in your eyes and tell when you're lying.
I told you. I told you what happened. That's it. That's all. Bye.
Hey, let me say one more. Hello? Call her right back.
Hello.
Ma'am, I don't want to continue to go back and forth with you.
Look. You really pissed. Look, I told you what happened. I'm not going to keep on telling you that. I don't know why the you keep calling me. Let me speak to your damn supervisor.
Let me say, well, first of all, ma'am, of all, I am the supervisor. This is what I want. I think we can get this.
Look, what the I'm going to come in and sign what?
Here's what I want you to do. If you come down and sign it, I'll you go.
If you think I'm finna come and sign some papers saying I laid on the floor, it ain't none of that true. The was on the floor, I fell, that's it, that's all. Now, what the are you talking about?
Have you been drinking?
Have you been drinking?
Are you listening?
Have you been drinking?
I want to
drinking got to do with anything. What I do on my own personal time is my business.
Can I say one more thing?
Drinking? Don't keep calling me with that.
Okay, I'm gonna say one more thing, and I'll let you go.
My back still hurt, and you talking about you ain't gonna give me no money. You crazy? I am gonna get some money. They should have had that up off the floor. Then I wouldn't be having to go through none of this. You have I been drinking?
Glenda, I'm gonna say one more thing to you, and then I'm gonna let you go.
What?
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your brother JT.
Who did it? James.
James, baby, James.
I don't know. Yeah, James, I'm gonna get him when he get home. Who is this?
This is Nephew Tommy. How you doing, baby? You stand your ground, baby.
Second, huh?
Stand your ground, baby. Stand it. You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. My pressure was going up a little bit, but now I'm fine now.
And everybody here at the Steve Harvey Morning Show, we love you, Glenda.
Okay, thank you. I love you too.
Come on. Let's get some prank praise up in here. Come on.
Really, King of Pranks?
You didn't fall.
You better ask somebody, man. It is Friday. I am excited. I am on my way to Dallas, Texas. I'm about to get up at the Majestic. I am reuniting with my partners, Dominique, Tony Roberts. We about to have some fun, and it is going down tomorrow night, Saturday night in Dallas, Texas at the Majestic. And got a few tickets left. Y'all come on, hang out with your boy. The nephew is in full force, back in stride again. When I first got back on stage right after the whole cancer scare, it took me a minute to get my rhythm back, get my timing together. Yeah. Now I'm up there. I'm killing it now. Okay? I got my rhythm back, baby. I got my pep in my step. Come watch me as I unfold and tell you all about my journey. And all through comedy. You're going to hear it all, man. I'm talking about my wife. I don't know if she coming to the show, but whew.
Say, man, wait a minute. What you mean? You don't know if your wife coming to the show? It's Father's Day weekend. Of course she's going to be with you. What you think?
I know. And it's our anniversary. Our anniversary is Sunday.
Well, she's definitely going to be with you.
But she finna hear these jokes she ain't heard, Junior, but she been hearing about them from her friends, and it's just, girl, he be talking about you all through his show. Ooh.
You know, man, We can only talk about what we go through.
I know.
Right.
And I just hope she understands that. I just hope she.
I hope she does too, for your sake. Coming up next,
Go get the check.
Letter.
Go get the check, baby.
Subject, can you please stop touching me? We'll get into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time for the Strawberry Letter, and if you need advice on relationships, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now, and you never know. It could be yours.
It could be yours. Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is. Strawberry Letter.
All right, nephew. Thank you. Subject, can you please stop touching me? Dear Stephen Shirley, I met a man and fell in love. I'm 45 and he's 55. I didn't like him at first, but he wore me down and stole my heart. I have to weigh the pros with the cons all the time because he is very annoying. He's been very handsy from the beginning of our relationship. We went on a blind date and I was very nervous because he's older. He reached across the table and grabbed my wrist and told me that he could feel my heart racing by the pulse in my wrist. I wanted to snatch my hand from his because he was being too familiar. He walked me to my car and he had his hand in the small of my back. He leaned over in my car and rubbed the side of my face and said, I have pretty skin. On down the line, I let him know politely that he doesn't need to touch me while we are having a conversation. He said he's very affectionate and asked if it was a problem. I lied and said that it wasn't. He's gotten worse since we started having sex. He can't sleep without snuggling up on me. If I squirm away, he'll reach across and place his hand on my hip. He wakes me up by gently holding my face in his hands and kissing me softly. He even holds my hand while we're having coffee or tea in the morning. He holds my hand while he drives. I either have to cuddle with him while watching movies or I have to put my legs across him or vice versa. He massages my neck and my scalp. I am so tired of his hands being on me. We hold hands in public and even at church. Some women love this, but I do not. Have I let it go for too long to complain? How do I stop him? You're not going to change him. You're not going to change him. This is what he's doing, and this is him, okay? This is who he is. It sounds like a case of you love him, but you don't like him very much. You said he was annoying. And you are quite different from a lot of women because most women want just what you're getting from a man you say you're in love with who loves you too and doesn't mind showing you. Don't you know that this is what people do when they're in love? They touch, okay? They cuddle. They do things like this. Why would you tell him that all the touching wasn't a problem when he asked you? He asked you outright. You admitted that you lied to him. You should have told him the truth right then and there. You're not a touchy-feely type of person, so please stop. Now you're stuck in this relationship with what? This good man who sounds like a perfect gentleman, a man who loves you, he's romantic, he wants to be with you. It could be a lot worse. I mean, you cannot change him. That's who he is, and this is a man in your life. You really have nothing to complain about, but you have found something. Listen, if you don't like it, you got to tell him, you got to let him go. There are so many women who would love to have him and all the touching and cuddling he can give. Steve?
Can you please stop touching me? Get your damn hands off of me. You make me sick.
Yeah, she don't like them.
You're too much. I understand the letter. You know, normally I go, what you tripping for? But no, you're too much. You met a man, but I'm going to point out this letter. Met a man in love. I'm 45, he 55. I didn't like him at first. Right there. Stop. I didn't like him at first. How many times should you have followed your first mind? I ain't like him at first, but he wore me down. This a lesson to the fellas. Keep applying pressure. They will break eventually. See, there's a lesson in this letter for everybody. Follow your first mind, ladies. Wear them down, fellas. They'll eventually break. And he stole your heart. I have to weigh the pros and cons all the time because Here's another one. He is very annoying. I don't know about you, but I don't like being in a relationship with people that's annoying. That's going to be a relationship full of you on my damn nerves. But she went on and jumped in anyway. She ain't like him at first. And he's annoying. He stole my heart. You stupid. This is a stupid person. He's very handsy from the beginning. Went on a blind date. I was very nervous because he's older. He reached across the table and grabbed my wrist and told me he could feel my heart racing through the pulse in my wrist. He was really checking your blood pressure. That's what that is. That's what old people do. They know how to check your blood pressure. His old ass done had his blood pressure checked so many times. Now he's sitting there talking about he can feel your heart racing. That's blood pressure, boy. I wanted to snatch my hand because he was being too familiar. When I come back, all I'm going to do is read you the letter and tell you what's wrong. That's all I'm doing.
All right. Thank you. We'll have part 2 of Steve's response coming up at 23 minutes after the hour. Today's Strawberry Letter subject, can you please stop touching me? Back after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, come on, Steve. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. The subject is, can you please stop touching me?
Can you please stop touching me? I'm going to show you this is a letter full of contradictions. And all I'm going to do is show you the contradictions. I met a man and fell in love. He's 45, I'm 55. I ain't like him at first. Well, okay, there you go. What I tell you, always follow your first mind. But he wore me down and stole my heart. This is a message to the fellas. Keep the pressure on. You will soon break them. They can crack under pressure. I have to weigh the pros and cons all the time because he is very annoying. Let me get this right. You didn't like him at first. He wore you down, but he's very annoying. I don't know about you, but I don't like being in relationships with people that's annoying as hell. Because this is finna be a relationship full of you on my damn nerves. And guess what happened? Watch this letter. He's been very handsy from the beginning. Went on a blind date. I was nervous because he's older. He reached across the table and grabbed my wrist and told me he could feel my heart racing by the pulse in my wrist. That's a damn lie. He was checking your blood pressure. Old people like to know if they got something in common with the other person. He was trying to see if you had high blood too. Then y'all can get y'all prescription and might get a discount down to CVS because they got family discount at Walmart if you buy a lot of pills. He was just checking to see if he can be able to save some money, but hoping your ass had high blood pressure. So that's an old people move. I ain't never in my life grabbed a woman's wrist and said, I could feel your heart racing. That's on her chest. If you grab her wrist checking for their pulse, that's blood pressure or signs of life. I wanted to snatch my hand from him because he was being too familiar. Then he walked you to your car and he had his hand in the small of my back. Okay, we do that. He leaned over in my car and rubbed the side of my face and said I have pretty skin. Man, get your damn hands off my face. I just met you. You know his old ass went to the bathroom before y'all went to the car. Because he got a weak bladder, so he can't be walking and go to the bathroom. Now they got his hand on your face. On down the line, I let him know politely that he doesn't have to touch me while we are having a conversation. He said he's very affectionate and asked if it was a problem. I lied and said it wasn't. See, now, this is the wrong lie.
Okay.
There's a time and place for lying.
And this is not
this
time.
Was a wrong lie.
Wow.
This was a lie that served you no purpose. It only benefited him and furthered his aggression. He's gotten worse because you lied. And you don't even know how to lie because you put the lie in the wrong place.
In the wrong place.
Damn. Wrong lie. He's gotten worse since we started having sex. He can't sleep without snuggling up on me. Man, it's hot. Get your ass off of me. If I squirm away, he'll reach across and place his hand on my hip. Now check this out. He wakes me up by gently holding my face in his hands and kissing me softly. Aww. That's movie kissing right there, lady. He saw that in a movie somewhere. Don't nobody every damn morning hold a woman face in their hand and kiss them softly. What kind of punk ass mess is that?
Romantic.
Who you dating? Because you can't sustain that every damn morning, gently holding your cheeks in my hand, kissing you good morning, darling. Man, stop. All that old movie act. He wakes me up by gently holding my face in his hands. He even holds my hands while we having coffee or tea in the morning. I got to hold his coffee cup. Let me go. Damn, we at Starbucks. I got the grand latte. I need both hands. He holds my hand while he drives. Your old ass get 2 hands on the wheel before you mess around, have a seizure, and run us up into the back of this garbage truck. See, I just see all this stuff happening. We got to cuddle with him while we watching movies. I had to put my legs across him or vice versa. He massages my neck and my scalp. You're not finna do my scalp now. You're not finna do my scalp all the damn time.
You don't like that?
You finna get your fingers on top of my head, just rubbing my head and stuff. I ain't 4 years old. Get your damn hands on me. I am so tired of his hands being on me. We hold hands in public and even at church. Why we holding hands in church? I got to pray.
You need both hands?
I need both my hands. Because I'm going to go to Catholic, start going to Catholic church where they put their hands together and hold them up under their chin. So I'm going to need both my hands. Some women love this, but I do not. I let it go on for too long to complain. How do I stop him? You can't. You can't. It's too late. But this is your fault. You ain't even like him in the beginning. What made you start liking him? Then you said you got to do the pros and cons all the time because he's annoying. You with a man you don't like and is annoying. And now guess what he doing? He annoying your ass.
You need to let him.
Touchy, 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 touchy. So now the only way I think you can do this is you're going to have to make an announcement.
An announcement, Steve?
Yeah.
What?
If you put your hands on me again, we are done having sex.
Wow.
Now, that's all. I don't want to hold your hand when we driving. I want to hold my coffee cup. I don't want to hold your hand while I'm having coffee. I want both hands. I like to drink my coffee sometimes, and feel the warmth of the cup. Sometimes I like 2 hands on the cup. It just gives me, sometimes I hold my coffee cup with 2 hands, like I'm doing right now.
Like you're in a
sometimes I just like to hold my coffee.
Ever.
I ain't never seen, because I don't really do that. I'm just lying.
Yeah.
Strawberry letter. I don't do that. I don't hold my cup with my other hand. But women do it all the time. Mississippi Monica do it all the time.
Leave your comments on today's Strawberry Letter on Instagram at Steve Harvey
Don't
FM.
comment at all. We don't really care.
And check us out on the Strawberry Letter podcast on the free iHeartRadio app. Coming up next, it is Junior and Sports Talk.
Hands off of me.
Right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, so Junior, you and I had the privilege and the honor to just visit St. Jude and see what they're all about and see how they're helping these children with cancer. It was a phenomenal experience.
Another thing they do, Shirley, is for sickle cell. And I'm telling you, one of the first grants St. Jude had received from the government was to cure sickle cell. That was their first grant before cancer. Okay. And one of the greatest things about it is there's no bill. Now, how come I couldn't be over here at St. Jude? I wish I was over there, because no bill, and they take care of you all the way till you 18. You know how many crises I done had at St. Jude? I'd have been a spokesperson a long time ago if I could, but they have. But I had the great privilege of talking to a young man named Chris. He had 2 daughters who had sickle cell, and St. Jude took care of both of his kids. And here's the great thing about it. Because of what they did, he had no bill. He works for them today. He works in the research lab for sickle cell. And I want to tell Chris, thank you for all that you do, man. Because Lord have mercy, this thing here, if you have a child who's born with sickle cell, and a doctor tells you, like they told me, you won't live past 11 years old. 11 is what they gave me. I'm 45 years old now. But you know what?
Congratulations, Junior.
But you know what, It's devastating to hear that for parents. Because what do? Your child's life could be in danger. but thank you for St. Jude. Because now you can make a donation. You can save somebody else's life. You can save another child's life.
I'm sure glad you got to the upside of this one, because this story was getting real dark.
Wait a minute, it wasn't getting dark.
It's his story.
It's just my story. You think it was dark?
Well, I'm glad it lightened up. I was so happy for you, even though you didn't get to St. Jude's. Good luck. We're glad they're there.
Yeah,
because this hospital is important, man. I wish you had got there when you was a little baby too. Like if I was you, I'd put a bonnet on my head like little man, like Marlon
and still go over there.
Yeah. But first I checked though, because I wouldn't want to take a child out of a bed. I'd make sure they had a bed open, and then I'd go and lay down in there if I was you, Jude.
Well, tell them how they can donate. Just tell them how they can donate. Then.
What the baby
now
the
you want me to help, right?
Yeah, just go ahead, because you just didn't. You didn't do.
Whose baby is this in here with this receding hairline in?
Like little man.
This is what I want you to do. To keep saving lives, you all, from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Let's show everybody that we got some great listeners. I want you to text two. It's in the block to say 2, or I want you to text in. Type in 785-833. Type in 785-833. Then go down in the block where you text and text in the abbreviation for the Steve Harvey Morning Show, SHMS. SHMS. That's all I want you to do. And then press send. The rest of it is so easy. They're going to send you a link. You can even pay with Apple Cash. I just got Apple Cash 2 days ago. Just got it put on my phone through the wallet app. My kids got mad at me and showed me how to do it. Dad, why you always got cash?
Welcome to
Well, I don't know, welcome. So everybody don't take Apple Cash. Everybody take cash, though.
Yeah.
Anybody? You been turned down money?
Can we go back to St. Jude, please?
Let Junior go back to St. Jude. That Junior one.
Thank you, St. Jude.
We appreciate you so much, St. Jude. Thank you. Coming up at the top of the hour, Steve, a wife needs advice on how to tell her husband that she smokes weed. We'll get into it right after this.
Just fired up.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, so Steve, this is from Quinn in Norfolk. Quinn says, I was sitting in my car smoking weed with a guy from work. My husband found a small part of the joint in my car that evening after he filled up my tank for me. He told me that he found the weed in my car and he was very upset with our teenage son after assuming it was our son's weed. He yelled at our son, but he kept denying that it was his. He kept denying that it was his, and I can't allow my son to be punished for my mistake. How do I tell my husband that I picked up a new habit at the age of 45?
Well, let me tell you something. How stupid is your husband? Your wife smoke weed. You can't smell it in her clothes. She in the car.
On her body.
At work. Mm-hmm. Smoking weed with a dude. Now, I don't know where you think this weed smoking going, but it's motor weed smoking. But you in the car smoking weed, and the people at the job don't know it, and your husband don't know it. But now, when you tell it, here's a strong suggestion. You leave the part out about you was in the car with your male co-worker smoking weed. I strongly suggest you leave that part out, because I can promise you it ain't finna be about the weed no more.
At all.
No. Okay? That's just a suggestion. Mm-hmm. And you can't let your son take the hit for this.
He didn't take it.
You gotta say it. Well, but she gotta go straighten that out.
Yeah, how's she gonna do that though? Because he already thinks.
Hey, listen to me. It wasn't him. I was smoking weed in the car. He can't whip you. He can't put you on punishment. Mm-hmm. Just tell him I was smoking some weed in the car. I was having a long ass day and I smoked some weed. Then tell him you got a plug and give him the number.
You got what? Did you say you got a plug? Did you say you got a plug?
Or you got a medical card? But you
better use your terminology.
You know what I'm saying? I don't smoke weed, but everybody I know do.
Yeah. I got the plug.
All right, so we have time for another one. This one's from Lawrence in Dothan. Lawrence says, I consider myself a decent-looking man, but I lost my girlfriend to a guy with a receding hairline and a big stomach. He looks like he's in his 60s and he doesn't have a great job or a nice car. I'm the total package and I can get another woman today if I wanted one. But I want her. I want my girlfriend back and I don't know why she left me for that guy. All she told me is that we're not compatible. How can a man do that to another man? Should I check him or not?
He bringing
Check him. Hold up, y'all. First of all, we need to go back. Read the opening statement you said, Shirley.
Okay. I consider myself a decent-looking man, but
Stop right there. Stop right there. You need to face a couple facts.
What?
You're not as good-looking as you think you are. See, you gave yourself, you said, I consider myself a decent-looking man. Decent. Decent ain't no description of nobody. Hey man, how she look? She decent. What?
Decent.
Yeah, I'm not. We could. Dog, I don't want decent. Hey man, can you cook? Can you fry chicken? Yeah, it's decent. Decent. Don't nobody want no damn decent ass fried chicken. Decent is not an adequate word to describe nothing. Hey man, we're gonna go on a road trip. You know how can you drive good? I'm decent. Decent. We're not finna go in here. You kill my ass in this car. Decent. You get on the airplane, you ask the pilot, sir, how long you been flying? Well, I'm decent. Decent. Yeah. I'm finna get off this damn plane.
Right, yeah, right.
Decent is not a good way to describe anything. You said you a decent looking man. Let's just start with you probably ain't even cute. You probably ain't even good looking at all.
Well, Steve, should he have just gone all out like Tommy?
Now, this man that you dating that's got a receding hairline and a big stomach.
Yeah.
What's his initials to his name?
What?
Because if you tell me it's KS, then I know.
Boy,
exactly.
Man, stop.
You should have gone
You
on
ain't
out.
got no big stomach, Junior.
No, dog. I got no. No.
All right, we'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
No, dog.
Y'all can't 20 minutes.
Come on,
right
you don't pay attention. I'm just asking who what the initials were.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve Harvey Nation, we are all partners in hope for St. Jude, and you can join us as well. St. Jude's mission is to find cures for childhood cancers and sickle cell disease. Plus, you can join us in support of St. Jude with a $19 a month donation. Donating is simple. Steve, I love the way you text. You tell them to text. Can you tell them, please?
Yeah, and I'd be happy to, Shirley. Thank you so much. Text to 785-833. Here's the number you text to again, 785-833. And in the message block, all you got to do is type in the abbreviations for the Steve Harvey Morning Show, SHMS. SHMS, and press send. The rest of it's self-explanatory. And they even have an Apple block on there where you can pay with Apple. Yes, you can. Now, if you don't have an Apple phone, then you can pay with something else. Now, if you have an Android phone, I don't know how you doing. Why has your ass got that old ass phone anyway?
I do.
This is about
hey.
And Tommy has one of them old ass phones called
not old. It's a new phone.
A BlackBerry.
Yeah, Tommy got Nextel.
When you make a donation, and we do appreciate your donations, thank you. You'll receive a This Shirt Saves Lives t-shirt. You can wear that proudly. Thank you, St. Jude. Coming up at 33 minutes after, we'll play a round of Would You Rather right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It's time now for a round of Would You Rather. Would you rather super freaky and wild sex every day, or would you rather just a quickie 3 times a week? Which one?
Yeah, I'm going to 3 times a week. That every day, I
got
lost that.
Yeah, I ain't one of them, about 4 of them days, I ain't gonna be all that freaky. So,
let's ask the newlywed.
What you mean? Surely, I got osteoporosis. My bone density is declining. I can't do no wild, freaky sex. No, that's not what I'm doing.
What, dog? What is
osteoporosis? Yeah, my bone density.
I thought you had
that too?
Yeah, I got all that, dog. Hey, man, can't do no wild, freaky sex.
Hey man, you need to get down to St. Jude's, man. Just see if they'll take
it. I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, I'm going.
You need to move in.
I can't.
You got bone what now? You got bone density?
Yeah, bone density deteriorate. That's what it is. It deteriorates.
Oh, no, it's not deteriorating. Stop saying that.
What
you don't want that to go. Well, what you finna be, just damn jellyfish sitting up in here on the show?
Well,
you got your bone.
All right.
No, you don't have
would
that.
You rather?
We're not claiming that. We're not claiming. You don't have that.
Okay.
Your bones is not deteriorating. You're going to be fine. God in healing business.
I got you.
Amen to that. All right.
No, I don't claim nothing wrong. Tommy cancer free, dog. That's what we do on this show. God
yes, sir.
Tommy cancer free, dog. You ain't got no bone density that disappearing. Quit saying that. Last be sitting up here just a little ball of flesh sitting up on the show. Well, I'm not going to have you on the show that ain't got no bones. I'm just telling you that. Because I'm not going to be looking over that and it's a pile of your ass up here. And they got this little hat sitting up on this little pile of fat. That ain't what we finna do. I'm not finna sit up in here talking to this blob every damn morning. You trying to tell jokes and you ain't got no more bones. We're not finna sit up and do this on this damn show. I'm not that loving or caring because there's no way I'm going to look at the screen and you ain't got nothing but a little hat sitting over there on the skull and the rest of your ass done flatten out. A little fat ass puddle of boy sitting over there. I'm not finna. We're not finna.
Oh my God.
You don't have bone density no more. Stop saying that. You already got sickle cell. Why you want all that?
All right.
Damn. What else you got? Bad teeth? What else you got?
Speaking of teeth, would you rather
you gonna be talking about, I got gingivitis and all this here? I be going, damn.
Would you rather big, beautiful yellow teeth or big, bloodshot red eyes? Man. Which one?
Big, beautiful yellow teeth.
Hold up. Let Shirley answer both of them. She got big ass eyes and big ass teeth. Go ahead, Shirley. Which one would you want?
My teeth are not yellow and my eyes are not bloodshot. That's the difference. And your teeth are bigger than everybody's on this show.
Who?
You.
Shirley, are you serious?
Yes.
Shirley, you got the biggest eyes on this damn show.
Okay, I've grown into my eyes, Steve. I keep telling you that. They were big. They used to be big when I was little.
Shirley, I'm telling you right now.
What?
If you were a cartoon character, you would be a bullfrog with a big ass smile.
But I'm not.
You shut up, Monica. Whatever
I
you
hate
say.
you.
I'm loving Friday, boy.
Coming up next, closing remarks from the big nose, big lip man. Right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, here we are. Last break of the day, last day of the week, Friday before Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. I hope you guys have a beautiful Father's Day. I really do. I didn't have a dad, but you guys are really great dads. I must say that. The men on this show.
Did you buy us something, Shirley?
Of course. You didn't get it yet?
It ain't came.
It's coming. It's coming. Don't worry.
You know what? For you to be such a proponent of the truth, for you to be such a proponent of the truth, to sit there and lie to us that you bought us something for Father's Day, knowing good and damn well you ain't ever got us nothing for Father's Day.
I got you what you got me for Mother's Day. It's the same thing.
Oh. No, see, we paid tribute to y'all on Mother's Day. Yes, we did.
Did I just not say I didn't have a dad?
And all you said was, hope y'all have a happy Father's Day.
And I said, you guys are great fathers. You didn't hear that. I just said that.
And that's your damn tribute. We sat up here and spent a whole break talking about you and Carla. And then we got the same thing. We got that the card section got for us. 2 columns.
You guys are great fathers. I look up to you as fathers. We need our fathers. Everybody needs a dad. Everybody. I didn't have a dad growing up, but I had great role models, and I think you guys are wonderful dads.
And a father and a dad. And a father and a dad is two different things.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
That's for
I can agree with that. Well, I didn't have either one. And you guys are great fathers.
Well, yeah, you did.
Dads.
You had a father. You didn't have a dad.
No, my dad died.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I know, Shirley, but what I meant is you had a father but he passed.
Biological.
But you
when
had
I
a
was
father.
1, yeah. Yeah, he made me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all we're saying. Anybody can be a father. It takes a special person to be a dad. That's pretty much my closing remarks today. It's Father's Day approaching. Listen, I understand the significance of Father's Day. I understand that it will always and forever pale in comparison to Mother's Day. And I got it, and deservedly so. There is nothing like a mother. They come one. You get one. You get one mother. Mothers are special. Every mother has provided life to someone on this planet. So I get that Father's Day isn't the size of Mother's Day. But I want to take some time out to talk to the dads out there and the fathers. If you have fathered a child, it is your duty, your moral obligation, and should be your honor to support, nurture, and provide for that child. It's your job. You are not forgiven because you fell on hard times. You are not forgiven because it didn't work out between you and the woman. You are not forgiven because she's making it difficult for you to get there. You don't get forgiven for that. I know. You can't use that one. You have got to get to that child some way. That's your job. Now, for the dads out there who are doing their duty as fathers, thank you. Your role in a child's life is so very important. I got 250 boys on my ranch right now. We were talking about being fathers the last night when they got here, and they were just sitting there. The room was pin drop quiet because they are all missing that man. And they are all longing and yearning for him. Because these boys are at a point in their life, man, where they need a male role model. They need some guidance. They got so many questions that their mama can't answer. So for you men out there that's being dads, that's showing up at school functions, that's paying your child support, that's picking your child up, that's calling them, that's writing them letters from your jail cells, wherever you are, if you are doing all that you can and the best you can, thank you, man. Keep doing what you're doing. If you're sitting in jail and you can write a letter to your child and tell them don't make the same mistakes you made and that's the best you got, then do the best you can. And they appreciate it. If you live in a long-distance relationship and you can get on that phone at least 3 times a week and talk to your child, then do that, man. And look, long distance don't cost money no more. It's the same phone call. Call your children. Be active. For those of you that are, thank you, man. You have no idea the impact you're having on this child's life because you are creating memories for them. You're creating stories for them to tell. But the most valuable thing is you're creating lessons for them to hold on to. I can't tell you how many times I've remembered something my father said to me, and even though I was young at the time, I didn't quite get it. I can't tell you how many times I played it back in my head. And I discovered he was one of the most brilliant men I ever knew. He had a 3rd grade education, man. But that was it. This dude right here had a hustle and a grind, and he taught it to me. He has some real strong philosophies, man. But I really, really thank God for having a father in my life who was my dad. For all of you men in that have stepped into a woman's life and played the role of dad, for those fathers who have walked away from their responsibility, hands off to you, man. Hands up, hand clap. They ought to have a special day for stepfathers. I don't even call them stepfathers. I just call them dads who done stepped into a woman's life and filled the role of some man that done walked off and ignored those children. Thank you, man, for standing up, for showing up, for being important, for being significant. To all you fathers out there, I know it's like being I don't know what it is to be a mother, but single mothers are having it hard out here, and it's such a thankless job. But dads don't get us near enough credit. They just don't. And on this Father's Day, I want to give you some. Appreciate you, man, because you're doing what you're supposed to do. I really appreciate those that took on the duty because you realize it is your duty and your obligation, but it's also your honor. It is my honor to be a father. And I will hold on to that as long as God keep me here. Happy Father's Day, brothers. Keep on doing what you're doing. And if you haven't talked to your child in a while, pick up the phone. Make amends. Start apologizing. Be the bigger man. Have a relationship with your child. Those are my closing remarks today. Y'all have a good one, okay? Talk to God. He'd love to hear from you. Peace.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.